When I was a kid, I used to absolutely fucking hate doing my chores. Taking out the garbage, washing the dishes, cleaning my room, cleaning up after the dog. Didn't matter. Always hated chores. Cause it's like, why? It's like video games, like movies, YouTube. Like, come on. I don't wanna wash dishes. Like, come on. But as I've learned more about life and about myself, honestly, and about, I think, humans overall, I think we struggle to move when we don't know why we have to. And there's a phrase that goes, a man that has a why. Or it's something like, there is no what that can get in the reason. I mean, there is no what that can get in the way of a man that has a why. Something like that. There is no what that can get in the way. There is no what that can get in the way of a man who has a why. There is no external block that is too strong if your internal drive and your purpose, your desire is stronger, and you understand, you know, and so you persist. When we know, we just persist. We know, and our minds shift. Actually, sometimes we don't even have to persist because now our expectations have been reestablished. And so we know new things now, and we move based off of those things. And so when I learned why we should do homework, for instance, I understood it. Now, I still didn't do it, but homework's a bad example, all right? This video is about chores. Why do you think your parents gave you chores? All right, maybe because, you got younger siblings, you had to do shit to take care of them. I felt that. I'm a middle kid. Maybe it's because you you did something bad, you got in trouble, so you had to do some extra chores to make it up to your parents or something. Maybe you did chores to get allowance. I mean, maybe it was because your parents just like wanted to dump chores on you because they're like evil or some shit. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna assume your parents aren't evil though. Let's assume your parents are good and reasonable people. Our parents love us and they want to protect us, and more than that, they want to prepare us for life. This vast thing that they brought us into, and now it's like, oh shit, we just like made a person, and now we gotta like show this person how to do this thing, even though we barely know how to do this thing because this thing is fucking insane, right? So here we are, and our parents want to show us things that life has to offer. And one of those things is chores. But chores is merely a metaphor for all the hard, annoying, boring tasks, all the work that will have to be done in order to create what you want to create, do what you want to do, be who you want to be. Because there's going to be so much of that in life. You've already experienced that now. That's what chores are. They suck. That's what like homework is. Sometimes it's just always mundane tasks. But you know what? Sometimes it's grief. Sometimes it's losing someone. Sometimes it's heartbreak. And those things are just as a slap in the face. You know, when we would ask our parents, oh, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Like, come on. And the reason would be because I said so. Well, you know what? That's not fair. And I would always say that to my mom. Mom, that's not fair. Life's not fair. Always her response. And I didn't realize it then, but I realize it now. Sometimes life just says, because I said so. Well, that's God, I guess, right? But sometimes life is like that. It's like, oh, this is really just happening. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to adapt. You have to evolve. And you have to start growing in order to be the best version of yourself in this new situation. So when our parents give us chores, they're saying, yeah, this sucks. You're not going to want to do it all the time. You're probably never going to want to do it. But you know what? You're still going to do it because you have to. And there are certain things in life that you just have to do. You're not going to want to do them. Think your parents always wanted to be there and take care of you? Of course your parents love you, but parenting is hard as fuck, you know? And there's nothing wrong with feeling overwhelmed and feeling like, oh, fuck, man, this kid. Like, That's how it goes. That's how parenting goes. That's how life goes. But it's worth it. And so they stick it in because they have the why. When we understand the why behind the things that we do, we can actually do them without resistance. And even if we cope, which, you know, we always do, we can move past it, and we can still take action on the things we believe in, on the goals we want to do, on the goals we have, on the levers we want to move that will make progress towards those goals. So yeah, chores are boring, but they're essential, because the boring parts of life are essential. And we're seeing it now more than ever in this overstimulated world that we live in. If you stay overstimulated constantly, you're blocking your creativity, you're blocking your productivity. One, because your dopamine is just fucked. But two, because you're blocking any ability of quiet, which is what your brain needs to have your own original ideas come to the surface and for you to execute on them. But you can't even execute on them anyway, because your dopamine's fried and you can't focus. Yeah, I've been there, and I'm still trying to overcome being there. But I mean, yeah, I've definitely made a lot of progress on that front. I'm not gonna lie. If you wanna make progress on that front, delete Instagram, delete TikTok, stop watching short form for one. That's the first thing. Short form is killing your attention span. Stop watching short form. Stop watching mindless attention editing, like retention editing, that like Mr. Beast used to do like 6 months to a year ago. Stop watching that bullshit. It's frying your brain. Start watching more podcasts, or just long, like, you could watch like long unedited videos. I mean, you could watch films. I still watch movies and films, and those are still good, because I mean, majority of film is just cuts, right? It's not like a lot of edits. But even still, watching YouTube videos, that's great. But be more intentional about keeping your attention to one thing. You should start, I mean, if you like, these are all just suggestions I'm trying to throw out. Reading will help a lot. Meditation helps a lot. But also just going on walks. Like right now, I was, before I started recording this video, I was probably like 10 minutes ago, I was walking, and I like had my headphones in because I was learning about color grading. But then I was like, well, this doesn't make sense. I should just wait until I'm back home so I can actually like do the color grading along with the video on my laptop, so I can actually get the active learning and, you know, get the practice. But I was like, man, what do I want to learn? What do I want to figure out? I'm like, my brain's like zipping around. I'm like, I gotta watch some stimulation. And I stopped. And there was just a moment when I was just like, how about we just don't do none of that? How about that one? That's an option. Not doing anything is an option. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, I had these on, and they were mad sweaty because it's kind of hot. And I was just like, yeah, let's just take them off. And that's okay. It's okay to just take off the headphones and like be one with the birds. Be one with the trees and the clouds. Like, you can do this. This shit is lit. Even if you live in the city, that's okay too. Be one with the city, even though that's harder. I understand. I'm from Newark, all right? Like, I get that. But when we understand the why, we can move. And if you don't really understand your why, if you're confused, I mean, I got some more content on like discovering who you are. My last video was about introspection journaling. But if you're interested, I'd love to help you out. I'd love to help you figure out what your thing is and how to do that more consistently, and how to start sharing that on social media and putting that into the world. So if you're interested in that, I'm starting up a group cohort for purposeful productivity. And it's only going to be open for 2 weeks. So if you're interested, join now, and there's only 6 spots. So go click on that top link, see if you're interested. If you are, I'll see you there. I would love to have you. Besides that, my name is Jaden. I'm here to help creators and entrepreneurs live a more purposeful, productive life, so we can all just, share the love, man. Share the love, and we can all reach financial freedom one day. I'm not there yet, but I want to build a community of people who are trying to get there together. And as I learn, I want to pass my stories and lessons along to you guys so you can learn. And I hope that you do the same in the comments, and you share your stories, and you come join me, and you come follow me on Instagram. But hey, my DMs are always open for you guys, 100%. I love to talk to you guys all the time. I love the community, and that's what I want to build here. So if that sounds good to you, Drop a sub. I'll see you in the next vid. Ubs out.